Welcome to the 3D Anaglyph warm-up. Open up your directions and follow along. They're easy to follow. We're going to start off by first making two objects. We're just going to leave them in grayscale, or default gray, because if you make them red or blue, it may not work so well. So I'm going to make two spheres. One sphere, make it kind of larger, and then I'm going to duplicate that sphere, move it over here, and send it backwards behind there to show a little bit of depth. And I'm actually going to make it a little bit larger as well, so we can kind of see the difference between the two. When you're done, render this, and you're going to save it as left. Okay, so using the X, or save it as right, excuse me. Save it as right, BR6 to your work folder. When it's done rendering, this is going to be the right eye view. It's rendered. File. Save as. I'm going to put it on my desktop for now. Right. Then with the XZ camera, move slightly to the right. Let's double check on that. Using the XZ control and director or camera view, click and drag to move the camera slightly about ½ an inch to the right, horizontally only. That's the key, horizontally only. Do not use your trackball. So slightly to the right, that direction. Render it again one more time, and then we're going to save as left. Render and save this as left, BR6. When it's rendered and we've saved it, that means that we should also have a fully rendered BMP that we are going to open up in Photoshop. Okay. I'm using gray because it is easier to see the anaglyph effect. File, save as left. Make sure you save this to your folder so you have the original copies, because if something goes wrong, you want to know what the original copies were looking like. All right, now I'm going to open up Photoshop. I'm going to open up those two files. Okay, open up left and right, the two BMPs. I'm going to hold Control, click both of those because I can click them both in order, open them, and then here's the thing. I want to put the left on top of the right. So I'm going to dislodge the tab for the left, grab the layer, click and drag the layer over here, and you see how it turns white? You see the white box around there because it's selected. Drop it in there. It should drop it directly on top of that other layer in place. Put that tab right back where it was. Go into the right. Here we go. We should have layer 1 and layer 2. If I turn them on and off, if they're on, it's slightly to the right. If I turn it off, this top layer, it's slightly to the left. This layer we're going to call left. Background layer, double click on it, call it right. Okay. Now this PSD, I'm going to file, save as a Photoshop document, and call it last name, first initial, 3D Anaglyph warm-up. Very easy. Press OK. All right, and then the last step, according to the directions, double click the background layer, called it right, rename the top layer left, double click the left layer in the advanced blending section, turn off the G and the B, uncheck those. Turn off the G and the B, double click on this layer. Here's my layer style. I'm going to go to advanced blending, turn off the G, the B, press OK, and it's perfect.